Hello everyone, my name is Monet Kerr and this is a presentation for Advanced Public Speaking at Western Washington University, and it is a motivational or inspirational speech. My one audience member tonight is Sierra. Very grateful for her tonight. So tonight I would like to talk to you about why you should study abroad. Studying abroad was something that I never thought I was capable of because of financial restrictions, and also I had gotten so far into my major, so far into college, and I just didn't see it as something that would be feasible for me and my family. And then I decided to just do a little Google search, just do a little research, and I found out that there are millions of scholarships both through specific universities such as Western Washington University, where I go, and also through different programs that can take people all around the world. So I decided to apply for a scholarship through the Education Abroad Network. They were doing 20 scholarships for their 20th anniversary, and I applied to go to Thailand. I started doing research on Thailand and immediately fell in love with the culture. I had already been really interested in learning about Buddhism and the way that Thai people live. I honestly really love Thai food, and I just decided that that was the place I wanted to go. So through that experience of applying for scholarships, I became accustomed with how you can basically get free money to travel abroad. So I found out from the Education Abroad Network that I was to receive a full ride scholarship to go to Thailand, and this was last summer of 2016, and I went there and studied free of charge for 1 whole month. I know that that seems wild, it seems out there, that you could go abroad for free. They paid for my airfare, they paid for a meal stipend, they paid for my education, and they paid for excursions. So I'm here today to talk to you about how you can get scholarships to study abroad. So let's get started. So some of the top places that people study abroad are obviously Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and honestly, those are the much more expensive places to go. When I found out about the scholarship to study abroad in Thailand, it was actually a dream come true, having barely any money at the end of my college career. I was a 4th year senior when I applied to go to Thailand, and it was the summer before my 5th year that I went. But the cool thing about, if you look into other countries like Thailand or Cambodia, anywhere in Southeast Asia, some of the cheaper countries, if you have budget restrictions, those are really good places to go. Now I must continue the story that I started before. So after applying for the scholarship to study abroad in Thailand, I heard about a scholarship to study abroad in Europe as well. And I heard about this through my study abroad advisor here at Western. And she told me that this hybrid program was starting for the first time, and that they were sending students to 3 different cities over the course of 18 weeks in Europe. You could choose from Paris, Rome, Berlin, and London. So, of course, having already had the scholarship experience and having a wonderful study abroad office here on campus, helping me put together my application and making it the best that it can be, I applied for the scholarship to study abroad in Europe as well. And since this was a new hybrid program, the Center for International Exchange and Education, otherwise known as CIEE, they were giving away a ton of money to a ton of different universities around the United States, and Western was one of them. So there were 10 students that applied to study abroad in Europe in different cities, and all 10 of us got scholarships. So there is money to be had in studying abroad, and all you have to do is seek it out and apply and get help from your study abroad officer or offices, so that you can make your application the best that it can be. So why is study abroad so important? To me, it changed who I am as a person. It changed how I deal with things. It changed how I solve problems. It changed how I view the world, really. But let's look at some statistics that are from research based here in the US about study abroad students. So 97% of study abroad students found employment within 12 months of being abroad. So that means that people who were studying abroad came home and within 12 months they were employed. If that's not good enough reason, I don't really know what else is. 90% of study abroad alumni who applied got into their first or second grad school of choice. That's also another great reason. 84% of study abroad alumni felt their studies abroad helped them build valuable skills for the job market and for their futures. Now, I feel like that's where I definitely stand, because I feel that I had way more personal growth than employment growth, but you never know. And lastly, 96% of study abroad alumni claimed an increase in self-confidence attributed to studying abroad. So, you can go anywhere you please. You just gotta seek out those scholarships if you need them and apply yourself. It seems like a daunting task, but once you've done it, you will feel so great. And once you apply for one scholarship, you know how to apply for the next, and you know how to apply for the next and the next. And there's no cap on how many scholarships you can get to go abroad. For me, the financial burden was something that I felt was in the way. But by applying for scholarships, I was able to go to 4 different countries in 6 months and study in each of them and go to tens of different countries in between. So I encourage you all to apply to study abroad, and if you need to, apply for those scholarships. Thank you.